welcome to Boxing Media Hub, proudly in partnership with Falcon Contracting and Jam's Boxing Chat. And with me, as always, I've got Jam, and we can't not have him. He's a legend. He's the punk. We've got Jack with us again, and he's always welcome. We are going for what a cracker. Zak Chelli versus Callum Simpson. Zak Chelli, 18 fights, 15 wins, 1 draw. He was last out 1st January 2024 against Zak Chelli, which he won unanimous decision. Great display in that fight. Really good fight. Callum Simpson, 14 fights, 14 wins, 10 knockouts. He was asked out in March against Mbappe.
Yeah, we done the watch along, didn't we, for that one?
What a cracker that was. Which was a win by knockout in round 4. Fantastic display. Probably faultless display, to be perfectly honest. And this is for the British and Commonwealth, which is what the three of us absolutely love. These are the fights that deliver, absolutely deliver concrete performances, because you have to be a British and a Commonwealth champion. Yeah, as Sam says, SWS boxing cracker this should be. He's now sounding like Yoda. This will go to points, and I think Simpson wins it by a couple of rounds on the scorecard. I just think his volume of punching will do the job, says Chris Welch. Simpson split decision, says SWS boxing. And Sean says, Mbappe? No. Mbappe. Let's get the right ones here. We'll start up fantasy fight. Chelli, new trainer he had versus Cullen will be the key potentially for Chelli. I'll take this one. Let's go for it. Do you know what? As Jam knows, I'm a massive fan of Zak Chelli. I love his work rate. I love his work ethic. He does not stop. He's a grafter, and he's a real ferocious puncher. Good, very good boxer, but he's known for that come forward, attack approach. But will that work into the hands of Callum Simpson, who's quite happy to sit there, throw the jab out, look for the timing, counter shots, and that's where he can get the success. I genuinely think this goes to points. I can't, although the knockouts are there, I just think it goes to points for me on this one. They almost cancel each other out. So for me, I hate to say it, I'll go and split decision, Callum Simpson. I think it is going to go that way. I think it's a tough one to call, though, isn't it, Jam? It's really a real tough one.
It really is, mate. It's a
I'm really sorry, Zach. I'm really sorry.
That's how I was when I had to go against Liam Cameron. Do you remember? And he called me out on it on the next video on the interview. You hate it when he's one of your favourite fighters, but you got to tell the truth. That's what we're here for, to give our predictions, not our wants. It's our predictions. You know, we've got to go with what we think's going to happen, not what we want to happen. Otherwise, we'd get them all wrong, wouldn't we? To be truthful.
To be perfectly honest.
Definitely. But this fight is going to be amazing, mate. Zak Chelli's never been stopped. Obviously, Simpson's never been beat. It's going to be an absolute all-out war. It's going to be a stylistic, skillful match, though, rather than like the McKenna Laws one. That's going to be a slugfest. This is going to be more tactical dance. This is going to be more skillful boxers putting on a clinic. You know what I mean? And like you said, they could cancel each other out quite a bit. But for me, I'm just going to go with Simpson because of his volume of punches and that raw engine. You know what I mean? But I don't think there'll be a stoppage. I'm going to go UD probably by a couple of rounds to Simpson. But it's going to be a good fight. Like, I think the first 6 will be very even, but I think Simpson just drives away at the end and just takes it.
Yeah, this has got
fit individual.
This has got classic British and Commonwealth title written all over it. This sort of fight. Jack, do you see it any differently, or?
Yes. So it's hard for me to have a real opinion on this fight because I don't know much about Callum Simpson, but I did have a little look at him just before. I've heard a lot about him. I've heard he's very, very good. And I was looking at his fight with, is it Ben Riddle or Ryder or something when he won the area title. And I do think he does look good. I don't think he looks as good as everyone's going on about, but he does look good. But again, that fight also was a couple years ago as well, so you have to take that into consideration. He's probably come on leaps and bounds since then. But at the same time, I also think, from looking at his record, he's not really been tested yet. I would say he's probably fought the level of opponents are about area to English level. So again, you don't know until you know, really. So this is his first real big test. So it will be really interesting to see how he handles it. And obviously, Zak Chelli has obviously moved to Barry O'Connell down at State of Mind now, who was my first ever coach as a professional boxer. So I know his team very well, and I know that Barry has been there, done that, brought the T-shirt. He's won Southern area titles. He's won English titles, Commonwealth and British, and he was also the kind of, I would say, second in charge for George Groves when he fought Carl Froch and Badu Jack. So Barry is a well-established coach who knows the game inside out and has a very unique way of training fighters and stuff. And such a great man, such a great coach, a lot of time for him. So I know Zak's in good hands. Zak has obviously, in my opinion, well, I think in everyone's opinion, has kind of done it the hard way from going through the Southern area, the English and the British route. And there's a lot of these fighters now that are signed by these big promoters and big names that don't go this route because they know it's the hardest route. And that's why a lot of fighters don't get tested until they're at the top. And I think that's a dangerous game to play. So when people are kind of saying this is like a step up for Zak, I think it's completely the other way around. Like, Zak's fought at light heavyweight for Cody Davis,
Mark Jeffers.
He's got. I think, did he go to America or did that American guy come to the UK? That Anthony Smith.
He did go to America, didn't he?
Yeah. So like he's done it all and he's tested himself a lot. And again, as I said, done it the hard way. And so is his coach Barry. So from just going out on a limb here, I'm going to say that I think Zak Chelli wins it by either unanimous or split. I think it probably will go points, but a knockout wouldn't shock me. To be honest, a knockout wouldn't shock me either way. But I do believe that Zak's gonna do the job. I think the experience is gonna play a massive factor.
I think this is the thing. It is one of those fights, and I hate to say it because everyone's going to pull me up on this one, but it is one of those you can genuinely. Jam's already smiling. He knows what's coming. It could go either way, this fight. It genuinely could. It is one of those where they've both got punch power. They've both got great boxing ability. As you say, we're going to see a real step up here for Callum Simpson in opponent-wise. Zak Chelli is kind of been that guy that he should be doing more. And he showed how good he was against Jack Cullen, in my opinion. A real rangy, difficult guy to beat. And Zak beat him at the boxing game. That's not easy. And he did that in style. So either way on this one, Jack, you're really not helping me. It's kind of one of those where, and Jam's the same, it could go either way. So let us know in the comments. Hit the subscribe button and check out the rest of the content. Give us your predictions. Should be a good one, this. Edge Simpson, but only slightly. So, yeah, people aren't sure about this one. SWS, both incredible fighters. There's a lot of fence sitters on this one, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
This is one where you can understand why it's that way, because I'm the same. Like, I could easily see Chelli winning. I'm only going Simpson because I have to make a prediction, you know what I mean? But you could easily see Chelli just putting on a masterclass.
Yeah.
He's got that. He's that level of skill. You know what I mean? He's got that level of skill, and he has, like Jack said, he's fought at a much higher level. Yeah. So we don't really know what Simpson's got at any kind of level. Dula and Barbe, come on, we'd never even heard of him before the fight. So whereas he's been in with Jeffers, he lost to Cody Davies as well. So that's another good operator.
Yeah.
Like you said, he beat Jack Cullen, mate, who's not easy to beat at the best of times.
And to be fair, Zak Chelli beat Mike McGoldrick, who at the time was a real tough fighter. real tough fighter. And that was
He's
on a
retired now. Is that lad
that
retired
was,
now?
yeah,
What you just said?
yeah.
Thought so.
That was on a boxer show, and I'm talking boxer when you had more than one fight in a night. You know, the original shows. I loved those shows, and they were tough nights, and Zach was fantastic that night. So yeah, let's see how this one goes. Hit the subscribe button. Give us your prediction. We want to hear from you. Jam and Jack, thank you very much. You've had the Triple J team. We'll be back shortly with another one. Until then, go on, Jack.
Not me, see us out.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.
And have some of this.
Have some of this.
God bless. Take care, y'all.